Hello everyone, this is Noor and welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing something quite exciting. I am recreating a look from Lady Gaga and it's this look right here. You guys saw this picture as a thumbnail and you're also going to see it in this video as well. This is the look that she had on when she was singing the national anthem when they were welcoming Joe Biden and the vice president to the White House. So I immediately looked at her makeup because she looked absolutely stunning. So I wanted to kind of recreate the makeup look, but also I am using Haus Laboratory products for this look right here. I have to say I absolutely love the eyeshadow palette, and these are just too good to pass. Go to Amazon and get them, okay? I highly recommend them. I am totally obsessed with the formula and the pigmentation of these products. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, please keep on watching. Okay, so before I go ahead and start off the eye tutorial, as you guys could see, I don't have anything on my face. Well, I don't have my eyes done, but I do have makeup on my face. Like always, I'm gonna leave everything that I used in the info box down below for you guys. You can go ahead and check it out and see all the products I used on my face. But also, if you guys haven't watched my get ready with me video that I uploaded before this one, I kind of showed you in that video everything and all the products that I use on my face. So yes, so check out that video if you are interested after you finish this one, obviously. I really want to go ahead and talk about the products before doing anything because I kind of want to show you them when they're not used, you know. So this is Haus Laboratories. This is my first time using this brand and I am so excited. I am a huge fan of Lady Gaga. I love her style, her makeup, her fashion, her as a person. She's so inspiring as a musician and as an actress, and I think she got the full package of everything: beauty, talent, you name it. I can't say anything less about Lady Gaga other than I'm a huge fan and she's my idol. I am going to show you guys the products. So this is the palette. I think I'll start off with this one and then I'll move on to Le Monster lip crayons. This is the palette and I'm not sure, I don't know if it's only me, but I think she had another one. Maybe not, I don't know, but I do remember at one point seeing like a colorful palette, but I might be mistaken. So you get Haus Laboratories from Amazon, and that was the only palette that I saw on Amazon, even on the Haus Laboratories website as well. So I might be mistaken, or maybe I'm just like thinking about a different brand that has that different palette. I don't know. But this is the palette and I had to get it. So this is the Fame palette. I'm just gonna open up and show you it. So first of all, I love the package. Look at this beautiful package. I love the matte black. I honestly, when I think about Lady Gaga doing a makeup brand, this is exactly what I would think that she would do. I just absolutely love it. And it's matte, but I can't stop, like, it's hypnotizing. And this is Glam Room number 1. So I am thinking that this is the only palette that Haus Laboratories did. So there isn't nothing else I can say about it. The colors, the names of the colors are in the back, which I don't really like that much because it always confuses me when I'm using the shadows. I prefer to have the names written right under the shadows, but this is also, you know, helpful for a lot of people if it doesn't confuse you, but personally it confuses me. Now this is the palette and it's a very nice neutral palette with a pop of color a little bit, and this is how it looks like. So yes, it does come with a protector. You guys all know that I don't like this, but I do appreciate that my eyeshadow palettes come with it because I know they come protected. And this is how it looks like. So you have a huge mirror right here. And did you guys see my mess down here? I mean, it's not messy, but you know. I think I'll just do this so it doesn't really bother you guys. But these are the colors, and I have to say I really like the range of shades that it's in here. So you have quite neutrals, you have a nice pink and purple, and you obviously have a black, which I really like as well. This one right here, it's like basically more my palette, my color shades, that kind of like a burnt brownish reddish tone, which I really like. And yeah, so I'm just gonna get it closer so you guys could see them. So you have a mix of shimmers and mattes, and you have 6 shimmers and 4 mattes in here. And yeah, this one right here, the dark purple one, it has like flexes of chunky shimmers. I don't want to say glitter because they're not really glitter, but it is more chunkier and more shimmery than these. Perhaps like these, I would say they're more like on the metallic side. At the beginning of this video, you already saw the look that I am creating it, but you also see it as the thumbnail as well. So that is the look that I'm going to be doing. So now I'm going to move on to the matte lip crayons, and these are called Le Monstre, which is the monster. I bought the 2 colors that she had. Obviously they have a lot more colors, and there's a lot more stuff for the eyes and glosses and everything, but I ended up just getting the 2 that she had on the picture, just to see if I like the formula or not, and if I do, there's a nude one that I really want. So this is the packaging, and I have to say, girl, like this is so nice. I like how sleek it is. I like how, you know, you have the color right here. I bought shade 1950, which is the lighter red color. And I bought shade Pusher, which is the darker burgundy red. And they look like that. And I always have a fear of like pulling it and kind of like ruining the tip of the pencil. So yeah, so this is the color. And if there's a lot of products, that's everything that's in here. Now, I don't really remember the prices of these, but let me double check. So these are retailed for $24 Canadian. I did get them from the Canadian Amazon. So these are $24, and from, you know, I don't really think it's worth $24 because I just don't feel like there's a lot of product in here, but hopefully the formula and everything will kind of change my point of view about the price, but I still do find them a little bit pricey for the quantity that you are getting in there. Regarding the eyeshadow palette, the palette is retailed for, the palette is $26.80, so it's $2.50, a little bit more than the lip crayons, which I find really weird, but this is $26.80. This normally was $34.26, but in Amazon price it's $26.80. So okay, I did not see that one regarding the pencil, so let's see how much the pencil normally is. I'm so sure it's a bit more expensive. Nope, it's $24. So the palette itself is $34, and it's actually discounted on Amazon Canada if you want to get it right now, so it's kind of worth it. So these are the colors. I'm just going to show you guys the darker burgundy one, and this is how it looks like. Now, I'm not going to swatch them on my hands right now because I will be swatching them on my lips later. So I'll go ahead off camera, do one eye, and I'll be back to show you guys the other eye. Oh, it's crazy how this eye looks comparing to this. We're gonna make this look like this. Let's do that. As always, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eye. I'm using the P. Louise primer. This is in Rumor 1. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of that on my lid. Take my finger and smudge it all over. Then take my sponge and go ahead and blend it in. Now this is option. Again, I like to do it like that because I feel like it works best. But you can just go ahead and apply it with your fingers or with the sponge. Either or, it will still work. Okay, so the first color I am going to be using is this one right here. And this one is called Cake. And I'm gonna grab Cake with a eyeshadow brush. I'm going to pack this color on the eyelid. Now this is a quite pigmented shade, as you guys can see. So light hand with this would be perfect. And I'm also going to take Cake and I'm going to apply that right under the brow bone. This is just going to help brighten up but also give you the illusion of a lifted brow. The color I'm taking is this one right here, and this is called Cameo. And I'm going to take it with a fluffy brush. and I love this color, and I'm only going to be concentrating this color in the outer crease and also on the outer lid. So it is quite pigmented, and the more you blend it, the lighter it gets. And I'm just going to keep a super light hand and also match it up with the other eye as much as possible. So this color normally stops right here, so that would be my ideal thing right here, is to basically just stop the color right here and not bring it all the way in. So I like to place the color first and then hold my brush from the end here and keep a light hand to help with the blending. I'm going to take a little bit of that color again, and I'm going to concentrate it on the outer crease. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to also try to blend out the eyeshadows with a winged shape. So I'm just going to bring my colors outwards like so. I'm going to take a little bit of Cameo again, and I'm just going to drag a little bit of that on the lower lash line. Okay, so once I have that color placed, let's move on to the darker shade. And I'm going to be using this shade, and I believe this one is called Contort, C-O-N-T-O-R-T. And anyways, I'm going to be leaving all the names in the info box down below. I'm taking it with the same brush. So for this one, I'm going to hold my brush a little bit closer to the bristles. And I'm going to pack this color only on the outer corner. So I'm just going to pack it at first, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend it out. So the reason why I'm holding my brush like that is because I want to concentrate the color there first. So no matter how you hold your brush, it's the pressure that you're going to be leaving on your eyes. So the closer you hold it, the more packed the color is going to be, and the further you hold your brush is the lighter the eyeshadow is going to be, or basically the blending. Okay, now I'm gonna just hold my brush at the end, and I'm gonna start slowly fading and blending that color in. Now I'm going to move on to the darker color, which is the black shade, and this is called Top Hat. And I'm going to be taking it with a smaller brush and very close to the lash line as possible. And I'm going to go ahead and pack this color. Try to make it as smooth, because I know black could be a little bit hard to blend out, especially this one. Very pigmented, so you really need to keep a light hand with when you take it from the pan, not to overwhelm and overpack the brush with the black first. So just keep a light hand on it and slowly build it up. I think it's the best way to do it. So I'm just going to kind of create a V with this, and I'm slowly going to be starting to fade it outwards as well. When you look at the picture, you really see the black. It's more concentrated on the outer corners of the eye. This is what really helps lift the eye and also make it look a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to do that again, keeping it super light hand with my brush, and I'm going to start blending and fading that black as much as possible. I'm going to be taking another brush, and I'm just going to pack a little bit of black on there, and I'm going to start shadowing the outer crease with this black, but also keeping a super light hand again. I'm going to be taking Cameo, and this is going to help me blend everything together. I'm going to be taking the black again with the same brush that I used it with, and I'm going to just slowly start dragging it on the lower lash line. But now I'm going to be taking an angled brush, taking that black again, and I'm going to be packing it even closer to the lash line, because on the picture it looks like she kind of has like a black liner going on, but I'm just going to be doing that with the eyeshadow. And you want to bring it halfway in. Now I'm going to be taking this color, and this is called Spotlight, and I'm going to take it with a kind of like a more definer kind of brush, and I'm going to pack this color on the inner corners. On the picture, you definitely could see that her lower lash line is a little bit more illuminated than the upper part of the eye. So I'm just going to go ahead and pack that color in here. I'm gonna bring out the color that I put on the lid just a tiny bit more, and this is shade Cake, and I'm just going to repack Cake on the lid, but I'm also going to kind of overlap it a little bit on here, and I'm going to be blending it out because this is going to give kind of like, when you do that and you lightly blend it out, it gives you like the illusion that they're kind of like sweeping into each other. So before I go ahead and move on to the mascara and lashes, I'm gonna be popping a color, this one right here, and this is a skin tone pencil, and I'm going to be popping that in the waterline. And this is from MAC. This is the chromographic pencil, and this is the NC15 and W20. And I'm going to grab that color and I'm going to be placing it in the waterline. Time for mascara and lashes, which is really going to be bringing the whole look together. So the lashes I am going to be using, these are from MFMA, and these are the individual lashes. So I am going to be mixing those. And I also cut a half part of the Pro Light lashes, also from MFMA. I've featured them so many times here on my channel. I will leave the link of all of this in the info box down below. So I just cut a half part, which is the longer part for the outer corners. And the reason why I have two, because these have different lengths. They actually come in 3 different boxes, and each box are a different length. So you have the 10 mm, which is the medium ones, and then you have the 12 mm, which is the longer parts. They're a bit longer. And these short ones, these are the 8 mm. So these are the shortest ones. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the medium and the long one for this look, and I'm really going to be concentrating them mainly more on the outer corners. Individual lashes on myself, I don't really like them. I find it's a hassle for me to work with individual lashes, but on clients I do use them a lot, and I prefer using them more on clients than on myself. So I'm just going to kind of use the 12 mm mainly more on the outer corners. I'm gonna pack a few of those out of there, and then I'm going to be using the half lash and pack this right on top and just add a little bit more of the 12 mm and the 10 mm to kind of give it that winged illusion. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera. If you guys want me to do a separate video on how to apply individual lashes, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will do a full-on separate video about that, because they do take a little bit more time. If you come to me personally, on myself, I prefer to put a strip lash because you just pop and you're done. These, since they're small, you really need to be like defined and knowing where to place them. So that's why I'm just going to be doing that off camera. But if ever you want me to do a video, let me know. I will do that for you guys. Then for mascara, I'm going to be using my Benefit They're Real. Again, this is my favorite mascara that I use all the time. So let me go ahead and pop these on, and I'll be back to show you guys the face. Okay, the eyes are done, and doing the individual lashes, again, it's not my favorite thing, but they worked really nicely, and it just gives you a nice illusion. Obviously, I packed 2 kinds, but you can always use either or, whatever you prefer. I just want to kind of give you the illusion of recreating what I see on the picture. So yes, I'm just gonna go ahead and contour. I'm going to be using my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I am going to be using the color in the middle, Shadowplay, like always, and I'm just going to define my face with this shade. I love the shade so much, so I'm just going to be concentrating it out here and blending it outwards, and this is just going to kind of give me the illusion of a lifted face, which I like. Now I am just recreating the eye makeup. I'm not going to be recreating her whole face, meaning I am not going to change my face shape to Lady Gaga's face. I always like to use my face and kind of just recreate the look and the shadow that she has on the picture. Now she does have a black beauty mark dot going on, so I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to be using my liquid liner. I know I forgot to buy, I wish I bought it, but I know she also has a liquid pencil liner in the House of Beauty Laboratories. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of recreate the dot that she has on, and it's a quite big beauty mark that she has, so try my best to recreate it. And I'm not going to naturally add my beauty mark that I normally do, so I'm just gonna leave it like this. Now looking at the blush, her blush, she has a mix of peach and a mix of pink. I'm gonna start off with the peachy shade. I'm gonna be using the one from my Juvias Place palette, and this is the color right here. I know it looks pretty bright, but I'm just gonna add a little bit on the brush. I'm not gonna overpack it. And I am going to be blending it on the outer corners of the cheek, like right here. And obviously blending it with the contour. And for the pink, I'm gonna be taking this shade just a tiny bit on my brush. And I'm just gonna pack that in there. Oh god, okay. So that is quite pigmented, but it's just gonna give me that illusion of like that pinky tone. And I'm just going to apply that on my cheek. Obviously blending everything together. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. I'm using the Milk Hydro Grip setting spray. And I'm just going to put that all over my face. For highlight, I'm gonna be taking Spotlight from the eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be applying that on my face. Just a tiny bit, because it is shimmery. It's out there. Look at that. Wow. And I'm also going to apply that a little bit on the nose area, just to highlight my nose, and the Cupid's bow as well, because I like to add some there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and fix up my hair, and I'll be back to show you guys the lips, which I'm so excited for, to be honest. So let me go ahead and fix up my hair, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just gonna put the picture right here so you guys could see the lips. You can definitely tell that the darker shade was used to contour the lip, and the lighter shade was more to kind of go ahead and fill up the lip. So I'm gonna go ahead and do exactly that. So I'm gonna be taking shade Pusher, which is the darker shade, and I'm going to contour my lips with this. Okay, these are pigmented, like wow, and they're like so smooth as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of fill out the corners. I will be doing some cleanup after with a little bit of concealer and a fine brush. They are super easily blendable too, so I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of like fade them out with my fingers. You can use a brush if you want to. If you're doing this on a client, then use a brush, please, not your fingers. Then I'm going to be taking the lighter shade, and this is 1950, and I'm going to pop that in the middle. The formula of these are so creamy and so easily blendable too. The only downside about them is to keep them pointy. Once it gets kind of like a flatted or like a rounded shape, it's a little bit more harder to kind of create a sharper contour, lip contour. I'm not sure if the one down here is a sharpener. I think it is. I don't know, it came out, but it doesn't look like a sharpener to me. That's the only down part, is you can't really make this pointy again, except if you put another sharpener, but then you're losing product, even though there isn't really much in there anyways. Overall, I really love the feel. I love the pigmentation. I also love how they're super easy to work with, and they're super comfortable on the lip too. Like, yes, it's matte, but it's not like a matte that's like you feel your lips are drying. Absolutely not. But yeah, it looks super pretty. And let me just see if they transfer a little bit. A little bit, but honestly not that bad at all. Alrighty, you guys, this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun creating this look, and I can't wait to do more looks using the palette because there's a lot more that I want to do. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial, found it helpful somehow, and if you like this video, please throw me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Again, if you have any questions or concerns, just leave them all in the comments down below, and I will do my best to answer you guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!